I've never been treated so nice in my life. I haven't had no people making wisecracks. Everybody's friendly. The children, the waitresses, the hotel managers, the policemen, everybody's as nice as they can be. And it's a lot different from where I come from.
Let's get your questions from the floor, boys, so we can get going here.
Considering your fluency in English, what is your academic background? How far did you go in school?
I went to the 12th grade. I graduated from high school.
In Louisville?
Louisville, Kentucky. That's right. That state has the fastest women and the prettiest horses. Boy, I can't find no good questions nowhere.
Are you really going to fight Chuvalo in January?
Well, we're talking about it. I have to talk to my managers first. They don't know what I'm talking about. They haven't heard about it. But I would like to get something off real quick for a warm-up.
Will you fight him here in Canada?
That's right. Beat him like he robbed the First National Bank.
Here in Toronto?
Right here in his hometown. In front of everybody.
You told us earlier today that in your 22 pro fights, you've won them all. How many fights did you have as an amateur, and how many losses?
180 amateur bouts. Lost 4, my first 4.
Were you as volatile when you were an amateur as you are now as a professional?
No, I wasn't. At that time, I didn't realize how great I was.
Cassius, why did you wear that Olympic gold medal around your throat when you came back after winning the Olympic title?
Because I had to work so hard to get that medal. First, I had to beat everybody in the United States. Then I had to beat everybody in Rome. I had to defeat 84 different nations. And that thing was so pretty. I was afraid somebody would steal it, so I slept with it.
Where is it now?
It's home somewhere laying around. I almost forgot about it. I can't use a knife and a fork with those medals. I'm hustling now.
Cassius, other than Cassius Clay, what's the next best thing that ever happened to Louisville, Kentucky?
Kentucky Derby. I'm the next thing beside Kentucky. We got a great football player, Paul Horning.
Give us a
And
comment
then
on
allow-
George Chuvalo, will you, Cass?
Cassius, back when you were a kid in high school, did you ever have any other sport that you might have had the opportunity to excel in, football or baseball, for example?
I tried football, I tried baseball, but too much competition was in them. I was on a championship football team once. We would go out to dinner and the lady said, "Well, let the team in." Didn't nobody recognize me. I was just one of the boys. But I said, "I'll be the champion of the world. Ain't but one champ."
And 9 baseball players.
One champ? How many baseball players?
9 baseball players.
But ain't but one champ.
That's all.
Ain't but one world heavyweight champ. He's the champion of all champions. So I got off of those teams.
Back when you were a kid as an amateur, Cassius, you had to have somebody that you looked at and thought was the greatest then, just like you would like the kids looking.
Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray?
Here's my idol. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, is he,
Sugar Ray.
All right, now, evaluating Sugar Ray today, are you sorry to see him still fighting as he is? As old as he is?
Well, I'm not sorry until he start getting hurt. He just knocked out some chump. As far as finance is concerned, it's not my business. I don't know nothing about him and what he did with his money. But I don't know nothing about that. But he's still over there knocking out them young boys. He was with Ray for how many years?
10 years.
10 years. He'll tell you all about Ray.
Pound for pound, the greatest fighter that ever lived, up to the day of Cassius Clay, I'll qualify.
Right. But when he was fighting, was he the best?
He was the world's greatest, pound for pound. Nobody in the world could touch Sugar Ray. He was born a fighter.
Was he as great as me?
I don't know who's writing your script. I don't know who's writing your script.
He said no. Yeah, we had a hard drive in here. We had to leave New York last night at 10 o'clock. We drove all through the night, didn't get no sleep. Came here and laid down for a few hours. We haven't been to bed for 2 days. Now we gotta drive all the way to back to New York. Won't get there till 8 tomorrow morning, I don't guess. Then I gotta go to Jack Pa's show at 10 and tape that thing for almost an hour. Then I gotta jump back on the bus and drive 800 more miles all the way back to Louisville, Kentucky.
Why did you buy a bus?
Well, I always have at least 5 people.
I'd like to ask you, Johnny. A lot of you, don't you think he's a joke because he talks a lot? But I'm going to give you a little secret. He have never been to camp. And that's like a soldier going on an island to take it over just from civilian clothes. You got to go to camp to be a soldier. You got to go to camp to be a fighter. He have never been to camp in his life.
Is he going to go to camp before enlisting?
Sure, you got to go to camp for listing. You would too.
I go to the graveyard.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who won't see the 8th round of the Clay Liston fight, here is the 8th round exactly as it will happen. Clay, come on, what's the matter with you?
Would you like to meet this washerwoman? This washerwoman, Georgina Chuvalo.
Say, woman, you look like you might be George Chuvalo's sister.
No, she's a little better looking. I'm the homely one in the family.
Have you ever used Brio cream?
You said you were going to fight me now. Well, I just hope you brought your boxing glove on.
Say, are you demonstrating?
Yeah.
Who are you marching on, me or Liston?
Oh.
Say, woman, can you box?
Oh, I wish somebody thought
Boy, them heads,
boxing
man.
gloves. Young whippersnapper.
Say, woman, you're gonna get whooped in here right now. I'm tired. Why you keep messing with me?
Oh, you welterweight, you.
What's wrong, chump? What's all that? What's all that supposed to be?
You're supposed to be a Southern gentleman, a man of your word.
What's all that supposed to
Look what
be?
you're doing. You don't even live up to your word. You're a blemish on the fair state of Kentucky.
Get that mess away from me, before I whoop all of you.
Where, oh, where is Cassius Clay? And could this be why he has ran away?
You a poet and don't
Cassius
know
Clay
it?
first listened to listen, but his frightened speeches of this little old washerwoman. No wonder Cassius
That's all
Clay
y'all,
thought,
George
"I will be
Chuvalo.
back."
Those are washerwomen.
This washerwoman's too rough for Cassius.
You dress just like you fight.
Cassius Clay says, I will not fight Chuvalo. He fights like a washerwoman. He's just rough and I could get hurt. Besides, my 11 managers say we did not sign legal binding contract, but just a gentleman's agreement to fight him. So of course we cannot honor this pledge.
And we're fighting now, woman. Get back, chump. Get back, chump. Get back, chump. Get back, chump.
Oh,
Woman, is you crazy? You'll get your fight.
the Southern welterweight champ.
You'll get your fight.
Cassius Clay.
Get your hands. Be cool, you know, fool. You went to school.
4 times you ran away now. Again, I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, I ran away and I'll be back another
But you
day.
keep running away. You're never here to stay.
A woman, stop looking like you who wouldn't run. Way you look, who wouldn't run?
But you're supposed to be there. When you say you're going to be there, you're never there. You say you're going to be May 24th.
Cut the film off so I can do something.
May 24th, last station run to England, 5,000 miles away. No, 7,000 miles away. Then you're going to fight me in Louisville, 1,000 miles away. You don't come
Oh,
back.
chump, you'll get your fight. You're gonna get whooped
Oh,
too.
we only have
Cut your camera off,
just a few
son.
miles away where we can fight from an arena, and you won't even come. You won't even acknowledge my fudge.
Get out of here, woman. You don't want.
Would you just please tell the people you look, this is your handwriting?
Please get out of here, woman. Let me have some peace. I'm talking to the press.
Well, you can talk to the press. You can talk to the
Get
press.
your-
Tell me.
That's all it
What
is.
is it about that, though?
I will fight that washwoman named George Chuvalo. Anytime you want me, let me know.
That's fine. Hey, you set the date right now. You tell the nice people here when we're gonna fight.
I can't
But I
tell them
won't
people
bother
when we
anymore.
gonna
So the
fight.
night of the fight.
Chump, I can't tell them people gonna fight till I see the 11 billionaires.
11 who?
Billionaires.
Well, you can tell me an approximate date within a week or two.
I'm tired.
Just tell me an approximate. How about January?
Anytime you want.
Will you say January? I say it's January.
How much money you gonna give me?
We can find a lot of people give you a lot of money.
How much you gonna give me, Chump?
Listen, you can make
You're
all you
messing with
want.
the
You make
greatest
all
fighter
you
in the
want.
world.
You can make all- Just give me a date. January?
I'm gonna give you a date for bad as you
January?
look. What I'm gonna give you a date
No,
for?
date. We can make it. I don't want to see you.
Give you a
I
date.
don't want to see you till then.
You want a date?
I don't want to see you till.
Do you
I
want
want a date.
Where we gonna go?
Just down the street, down to the arena, or in Church Carl. Go down there and we can meet. But you make it a month later. Anytime you say, Kevin.
We gonna meet.
Just you and I.
Just me and you.
You know me.
We'll set the date. I'm not.
You said a minute ago you were gonna retire with that $500,000.
I just might. I'm getting tired of talking. Getting tired of fighting. Been in it 12 years. I'm lucky I'm still 30. Y'all don't have no questions. Ain't nothing you can ask me that Holly haven't been asked.
Maple Leaf Gardens and Frank Tully proudly present the World Heavyweight Championship. Muhammad Ali against George Chuvalo. Tonight, in a 15-round international contest, World Heavyweight Champion Muhammad Ali defends his title against George Chuvalo of Toronto, the Canadian Heavyweight Champion. This 15-round championship contest is coming to you direct from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. Greetings, everybody. No matter where you're watching, greetings from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. We have a tremendous crowd, estimated at up to 14,000 people on hand for the heavyweight championship fight between Muhammad Ali and the Canadian champion, George Chuvalo. And with this huge crowd in attendance, there's a feeling of excitement and anticipation as both fighters are now in the ring. They have just put their gloves on, and we're just about 2 minutes away from the bell for round one. And now it's a great pleasure for me to introduce one of the outstanding figures in the world of sport. He's certainly no stranger to the television screen, the great fullback with the Cleveland Browns of the National Football League, Jim Brown.
Well, thank you, Hal. It's a pleasure working with you tonight, and it's also a pleasure to say hello to all of those folks out there, and especially the ones in Cleveland.
Jim, there's something about a heavyweight championship fight, isn't it? That feel about ringside, that...
That's right, Hal. It's different than anything else that I've ever participated in. I'm not in the ring, but I'm as nervous as I can be. You know, it's something about it. I don't know what it is.
You have had the feeling, though, before many championship games. How do you feel just about 2 minutes before kickoff?
Well, you're scared to death, really. You're waiting for the ball to come, and when you get hit, it's all over. Then you're ready to play. Before the kickoff, it's really tough.
All right, Jim, let's switch our camera's attention to the ring now and get into position.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the dignitaries in the ring with us at this moment.
You're cut off.
Working in George Chuvalo's corner, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful brown bomber, Joe Louis. Joe Louis. A man at ringside coloring the fight for the TV, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Football of the Cleveland Browns, Jimmy Brown. We have in the ring also former Canadian heavyweight champion from Toronto, Earl Walls, ladies and gentlemen. Another former Canadian heavyweight champion from Montreal. How about meeting Bob Cleroux? Here's the heavyweight champion of the wrestling world, ladies and gentlemen, from Edmonton, Alberta. The principals are ready, ladies and gentlemen. This bout is promoted by Maple Leaf Gardens and promoter Frank Cunning. And the officials for this bout are appointed by the Ontario Athletic Commissioner, Bert McKenzie. First, the judges. Jackie Johnston, Tony Canzano. The timekeeper, Johnny Curran. Counting after knockdown and at the bell, Harry McBride. The regular commission doctors, two of them in attendance at ringside as usual. The referee for this heavyweight fight, Jackie Silver. This is the main event of the evening. 50 rounds heavyweights. First in the white corner, from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing 214 1/2 pounds, wearing the white trunks with the black stripes, Muhammad Ali. And now, in the red corner, from Toronto, weighing 216 pounds, wearing the black trunks with the white stripes, George Chuvalo. 15 rounds, and here is referee Jackie Silvers with his instructions.
Well, they're both charged up. Make no mistake about that. The bell for round one. The champion wearing white trunks, scoring with a left and a right. Chuvalo in black trunks. Solid left hook scored by Chuvalo. Chuvalo, of course, is expected to go for the body. Solid left hook for the champion, that one connected, and a good jab. The champion has a stunning type of jab. Some fighters will sting you. Chuvalo will hammer to the body at every opportunity. He wants to wear down the legs of the champion. We're halfway through round one. Good left hook by the champion on Chuvalo's face. The champ is connecting solidly with the left jab. To the end of round one. Play, of course, depends upon his great speed of hand and foot. behind the hometown boy, George Chuvalo, the Canadian champion. Both good jabbing punches. 30 seconds to the end of round one. It's the chance of a lifetime for Chuvalo. Well, Jim Brown, I don't know whether you can hear me over that crowd, but we got action right from the start, didn't we?
Oh, yes, Hal. It looked like it's going to be a good one. The champ seems to be serious at times, and when he's serious, it looks like it's going to be a good fight. But, of course, every once in a while, he likes to test himself, and he's playing a little bit.
Chuvalo has never been knocked off his feet, and, of course, has never been knocked out. You think the champ can do it to him?
I think he's going to have to do it. I think if it goes all the way, it could be a very tough fight for him.
That's Irv Ungerman in Chuvalo's corner. The man in the center is Ted McWhorter, his trainer. And Whitey Bemstein is that white head that just flashes into your picture from time to time. 10 seconds to the beginning of round two. The champion is up on his feet, ready for action. And here comes Chuvalo, round two. Chuvalo will try to cut that ring in half to keep his man in one half the ring and do away with the great speed of the champion. And he'll hammer that body all night long if he gets the opportunity. Chuvalo is tough. Make no mistake about that. Weighed in at 216, 7 pounds more than expected. He said it's my heaviest or my roughest and toughest fight. Chuvalo hit him with a good left hook to the face in that exchange. Clay allowed his sparring partners to pound him in the stomach to try to toughen up that portion of his body. He expected the attack to come there, and that's where he's getting it. Less than 1 minute to the end of round two. 30 seconds to the end of the second round. The hooks to the kidneys will wear you down over a period of time. Chuvalo is determined to go all out tonight. Less than 10 seconds to the end of round two. The champ is toying with him.
Is doing tonight. He's doing some very dangerous things, and it's an amazing type of thing to watch. You just can't believe it, really.
Of course, this can, in in a manner of thinking, be a way to try to intimidate your opponent, can't it?
That's very true. It is a way to intimidate your opponent, but it's a dangerous way.
There's no doubt about it. Chuvalo, while he is not the Rocky Marciano type of puncher who can take you out with one shot, those punches to the body, would they wear you down over 4 or 5 rounds?
Well, actually, I don't think he's going to be able to do that for 4 or 5 rounds. I think Clay's going to have to move a little more after a few rounds, because if he takes those blows, it's got to wear him down somewhat. But if you notice, the blows are all on the side. There's nothing getting on the inside of him.
Clay was out early at the 10-second whistle. Now he makes a face at the referee, and here they come for round 3. The champ is determined now to display his boxing skills. Very fast with hands and feet. Possibly the fastest heavyweight of all time in that department. He's scoring consistently with the left jab. Clay. Chuvalo will just try to pull his way forward and get back to the body. But as Jim Brown pointed out, Clay is protecting the midsection well, and the blows are going to the side and back. Clay is completely unorthodox. He's liable to lead with a right or a left. You don't know what to expect. Good solid right to the midsection of Clay. Clay is completely unmarked from his fights. You'd never know he was a boxer. We're halfway through round 3. He's a showman. He'll taunt you. There he led with a right jab. Protected, and none of them has been a really damaging blow. "30 seconds to the end of round 3 as Clay turns it on with lefts and He hits Chuvalo solidly with about 3 of those. A stunning left jab. That's rocking George. 10 seconds to go. Well, ending round 3. We're into Cassius Clay's corner there, Jim. How does he look to you at this point?
He looks like he's in better condition than I expect him to be, Hal, because he did break training camp quite a few times before this fight came about. But he looks like he's ready to go for, 12 or 13 rounds.
I watched him, Jim. He came in here weighing 225, and he weighed in today at 214 and a half. He took the weight off rapidly, and in the gym, he looked as if he could go all night. Clay is out in the ring, though the bell has just rung now. Here we go for round 4. Chuvalo has never been knocked off his feet. Never been knocked out. He'd like to get Clay to mix it a little there so he could drop it. But the champion is too smart for that. champion in white trunks. George Chuvalo, the Canadian heavyweight champion, in black. There's a slight cut high on the head above the left eye of George Chuvalo, but it looks more like a scrape than an actual cut. We're halfway through round 4. Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto with about 14,000 in attendance for the heavyweight championship of the world. The chance of a lifetime for George Chuvalo. For Clay, everything to lose and very little to gain. Left in the round. Seconds to the end of round 4. Whatever it is on the high left side of Chuvalo's forehead. 10 seconds to the beginning of round 5. The cut means nothing at this point. It's certainly not serious. Cassius Clay, the fastest feet possibly ever in the heavyweight division. Not only can move backwards and forwards, but has great lateral movement in both directions. Chuvalo is as strong as a bull if he can corner him. Jab connecting solidly. One minute to go in round 5. Seconds
Chuvalo, I think if he'll keep moving in, if he takes the chances, I think that it'll be a great fight. But if he stands up and if he moves slow, it's just not going to be a good fight. But I think this round was a good one for him. If he keeps it up, if he keeps moving, if he has the stamina, he can put up a real good fight.
With about 30 or 40 seconds to go, he got on a smashing left hook, and when it connected solidly, I think it gave George, whom we can see here, a little bit of confidence, didn't it?
That's right. I hope he comes out in this round and continues that type of attack, because I think that's the only way that he is going to win this fight. It's his only chance.
The champion is standing. Angelo Dundee, his manager, giving him last-minute instructions.
All right. Take this thing. Well, I can't get this thing down. You have to take it there.
Here we go with round 6. Today. No knockdowns. Take the left jabs if he figures it'll get him in close. 2 minutes to go in round 6. Chuvalo's best left jab of the night. Judges and the referees score the fight on the 5-point must system. The winner of a round must be given 5 points. The loser of a round, a lesser number. If a round is scored even, each fighter gets 5 points. Best body attack. He had him a little bit open there. There is a swelling around the left eye of George Chuvalo. Seconds to go in the round. Here we go with round 7. I imagine a lot of people didn't think Chuvalo would be here for round 7. But he's here and still going strong. The champion appears to be showing a little more dedication to his work just about now. Chuvalo is marked around the left eye and above it. And the left eye appears to be starting to swell, but nothing serious at this point. The Canadian scoring with a good left hook. We're halfway through round 7. Chuvalo blocked those punches. One minute to go in round 7. Chuvalo missing with a smashing left hook, but he missed it. That left hook connected, but more in slap fashion than any kind of a blow. Left in round 7. Jab connecting solidly by the champion. Ten seconds to go in the round. As we head over to Chuvalo's corner, what does he look like?
He's actually not looking too bad at this time, Hal. I think he's very strong. He's a discouraging type of fighter because you can hit him and it doesn't seem to bother him at all. He keeps coming. He's strong, awfully strong.
Let's listen now to Chuvalo's corner if we can.
Hey, Kenny, you got to let the comments next minute. Please.
10 seconds to go to the start of the round. Clay is on his feet. Chuvalo still resting. The bell for round 8. Neither fighter has been close to a knockout. We're in round 8. The left hook just grazed his face, just missed. Clay has never gone more than 12 rounds. Jabs in order to get in close, but failed to score. We're halfway through round 8.
Keep going now.
1 minute to go in round 8. You can again see the mark on Chuvalo's forehead high up near the hairline, but it certainly does not look serious. His left eye is beginning to swell, Chuvalo's, and that's from the left jabs of the champion. 30 seconds left in round 8. Chuvalo hit him with a good right hook to the body. Seconds. The end of round 8.
Jim, we're in Toronto, and we've got a Toronto boy right on your screen there now. There's not much doubt about who's the favorite, is there?
Oh, not at all. The action is good right now, Hal, but the question in my mind, and the question probably in the minds of all of our theater watchers, is does Clay actually have a knockout punch? And I think that's going to play a big part in this fight, because if he has to fight for 15 rounds, he's going to get awfully tired because he has to move. Chuvalo is going to keep coming in, and in the last few rounds, it might be very interesting.
Champion up on his feet again as we get set for round 9. The referee is Jackie Silvers. He's been inconspicuous, as he should be. This is the 9th round. The first left hook scored, but the others were blocked. Two minutes to go in the round. We're halfway through the 9th round. The champion scores consistently with the left jab, but Chuvalo shows little sign that it bothers him that much. One minute to go in the round. Champion does not appear to be punching with as much authority as he was in earlier rounds. 30 seconds to go in the 9th round. Chuvalo scored with a right hook to the body and took a couple on the kisses in exchange. Ten seconds to the end of the round. Jim, I don't know whether you can hear me or not. I was saying that the champion didn't appear to be punching with as much authority as in earlier rounds. Do you suppose that arm weariness is beginning to set in to any extent?
Oh, yes, it has to set in, Hal. Anytime you're in a contest and you're getting in the late stages, there is a certain amount of fatigue. And throwing all of those punches, of course, I think arm weariness is coming in.
We get a look at George Chuvalo. They're working on that left eye. That left eye doesn't look like a problem, does it, Jim?
No, it really doesn't look like a problem at this time. I think if Chuvalo has the stamina, these last few rounds are going to be quite interesting, because I know that Clay has to be somewhat tired at this particular point.
You know, Chuvalo has always had the stamina, but this time he weighed in at 216, which is about 7 pounds above his ordinary fighting weight. That load may start to tell, too.
That's very true.
Here we go with round 10 coming up. There's the bell.
I'll do it. You stick the wall open and I'll do it. Come on, baby. Don't give up time. Don't give up time. No time.
Beneath this ring is a wooden floor. And beneath the wooden floor, the ice surface for the National Hockey League games, one of which takes place here tomorrow night, so they couldn't take the ice out. Chuvalo's best punch is a left hook. To go in round 10. Chuvalo came in here tonight as a 6 or 7 to 1 underdog. Halfway through round 10. The champion has a 3-inch edge in reach. Clay is 79 inches, Chuvalo 76. The face of the champion. Seconds to go in the 10th round. The fans are hollering, "Get in close, George." But the fans are not facing the left jab. 10 seconds to go in the round. Good solid left hook to the body by Chuvalo. We're showing signs of arm weariness.
That's very true. I think that'll tell more on Clay than it will on Chuvalo, though.
Round 11 is coming up. Clay is on his feet. Here comes Chuvalo.
Come on, baby, my run. Pressure, pressure.
Chuvalo is trying to corner him and hammer away at the breadbasket. Chuvalo has taken the champion's best shots without giving an inch. The left hook connected, but not as solidly as Chuvalo would have liked. has been knocked down.
Break down on him. Break down. Break him on down.
Halfway through round 11. The best move by the champion in several rounds. Clay comes at you in flurries and then disappears just as you try to swing on him. 1 minute to go in round 11. Chuvalo blocks it. 30 seconds left in the round. Stunning left hand by the champion to Chuvalo's face. Seconds left in the round. Did Chuvalo look rocked at all in that round, Jim?
He didn't rock. He didn't look rocked the way he should have, the way the champ opened up on him, and I think that can be very discouraging. This was a beautiful ending of the round for the champ because he had some good blows in there, some hard blows. Chuvalo did not look like it really affected him.
We're moving over here now to the champ's corner. Maybe we can pick up a little sound. Let's try.
Number 12. Come on. I said number 12. Come on, baby. You ready to go now? You ready? Now come on. You ready?
There's the bell for round 12. The champion appears determined to open it up. Chuvalo scoring with left to the body and left to the face. If I can just get in close. He wants him on the ropes, in the corners. The champion is unmarked. Chuvalo has some swelling around the left eye, but nothing to worry about. Halfway through round 12.
This is 10 years, baby. Come on now. Step into it.
1 minute to go. Round 12.
Get him that right. Come on, baby. Move that left now. Not the left, baby.
right hook landed on the champion's arm.
Little Mitchell, baby. For Mitchell. He's here, baby. Mitchell's here. I go. Come on, Mitchell's here. Mitchell, help me tight. Mitchell's here, baby.
10 seconds to go on the round.
Mitchell's here, baby. One more time. We got it, baby. He's got nothing. He's got nothing, baby. Overhand. Get him in the overhand.
Well, Jim, there's the end of round 12, and that's as far as the champion has ever gone before.
That's right, Hal. It's been a pretty good fight so far. I think Chuvalo is proving what they have said about him, that he is very strong. If you can get a few more things to go with that, he could be a real good fighter.
What do you look for in the last 3 rounds, Jim? You care to make a guess?
Well, actually, I think it's going to be to the champion's advantage to keep boxing, keep scoring, and probably forget about the knockout. Of course, I was hoping he would go for the knockout just to see if he did have that punch.
I think he has taken his best shots on occasion and found that George just didn't go down.
That's right. There have been 2 occasions that has happened.
That's Irv Ungerman was just facing the camera. The manager of George Chuvalo. Round 13 coming up. There's the bell. Chuvalo's up first this time. Just under the right eye.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Come on. Put him back. Put him down, George. Put him down. Look at that. Let's go. He's finished, George. He's finished, baby. Back it. Back it. All right.
We're halfway through. 1 minute to go in round 13.
Bring him down. Bring him down.
30 seconds left in round 13. Chuvalo knows if he could hit him that one deathly shot, he'd be seconds away from fame and fortune. The bell ending round 13. Jim, there was a lot of criticism about this match. And a lot of people were saying it never should have been held and that it was some sort of a social injustice being foisted upon the customers. They sound rather happy, don't they?
That's right. The fans seem to be very happy tonight, especially when Chuvalo gets in a couple of good blows, and that he has done tonight.
The champion has now gone further than he has ever gone in his career before, 13 rounds. He looks fresh enough. He looks like he can go another 2. Round 14 coming up. 2 rounds to go. Chuvalo's trunks are soaking wet.
Nothing left now. Cut him free. Get on to him. Get to him. He's got him. That's it. Hold it. That's it. Hold his shot. Hold his shot. Get on him. Hold his shot. Cut it out. Get on him. Hold his. That's it. He's got the middle around. He's going to go ahead. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on now. Let's take y'all. Press him. Come on, press him. Hey, Jack, come on. Come on, Rocky. Let's go. Come on, boy. Come on, Joe.
2 minutes to go in the 14th round. I think the champ was more spun off balance than really rocked on that. A minute and a half to go in the 14th round. To go in the 14th. Seconds left in the 14th round. It's scheduled for 15 rounds. Seconds left in the round. We're in George Chuvalo's corner, Jim.
He looks a little tired right now, Hal.
There's Joe Louis, who had his head up just the top head on the screen.
Well, he has a corner filled up with celebrities. Drew Bodini Brown, I think, is over there. He's not working with him, but he did work with him 2 weeks prior to the fight.
That's Ted McWhorter facing through the arms.
As you know, Hal, Brown worked with Floyd for many years.
McWhorter is exhorting the Canadian champion. No doubt he's telling him that he's got to go out there and do it in the 15th round and try to belt him out. This is it, the 15th round coming up. minute to go in the fight. 1 minute left. To go in the fight. 30 seconds. The scoring, as outlined by the Ontario Commissioner of Athletics, L.M. McKenzie, the 5-point must system used in the scoring of points. The winner of a round must receive 5 points. The loser, a lesser number. If a round is scored even, each fighter is to receive 5 points. The scoring is decided by a majority decision of the referees and the 2 judges. So now we await the count, the decision of referee Jackie Silvers and the judges Tony Canzano and Jackie Johnston. George Chuvalo on your screen. Ted McWhirter is working on his hands. Whitey Bemstein scratching him on the top of the head with a piece of ice or a sponge. It's a sponge. The champion's corner facing us is Sam Saxon. That's Jim Brown up in the ring now with his back to the camera. The champion speaks to someone off to his right. Solomon McTeer walking with him as they move around the ring. We don't have an official count on the attendance, but a good guess is approximately 14,000 here at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. And they enjoyed every minute of this one.
Here's the official decision, ladies and gentlemen. Referee Jackie Silver scores Muhammad Ali 73, George Chuvalo 65. Judge Tony Canzano scores Muhammad Ali 74, George Chuvalo 63. Judge Jackie Johnston scores Muhammad Ali 74, George Chuvalo 62. The winner, Muhammad Ali.
A unanimous decision. The winner and still the heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali. Our thanks to our cohort, Jim Brown, for his expert comments on tonight's fight. This is Hal Kelly at ringside in Toronto.